My name is Israel Ellis, and I'm the author of The Wake Up Call, Global Jihad and the Rise of Antisemitism in a World Gone Mad. This book presents a bold and unflinching analysis of the geopolitical chaos unfolding before our very eyes. As a father whose son Eitan was activated on October 7 and has since spent 300 days fighting Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and guarding Israel's northern borders, The Wake Up Call brings a deeply personal yet globally relevant perspective to the existential battles facing both Israel and Western society. The October 7 terror attack did not take place in a vacuum. It was the culmination of decades of negligence, failed policies, and cultural disintegration. In The Wake Up Call, I unpack 7 key observations that explain the question of how the massive terrorist attack on October 7th happened and the tsunami of anti-Semitism that follows. I delve into an analysis of these observations and offer ideas of what we must do now to protect the future. Amongst these observations I speak about is this: Israel's broken electoral system, which fails to serve the people and empowers fringe minority factions that hinder national unity and security. I also talk about Jewish disunity, a historical pattern that has always preceded disaster. As in the biblical times, the failure to uphold derech eretz, the way of the land, where respect, unity, and moral strength has made Israel and the Jewish people vulnerable. And the West's failure to stand against evil as progressives embolden and appease jihadists under the guise of social justice, ignoring the reality of the global jihad that has invaded America in its own backyard. There is no price too high to pay for the jihadists, be it the destruction of Western civilization as we know it, and the indifference to the loss of life, be it Jewish, Christian, or Muslim. I muse about the corruption of the Quran used by the jihadist power seekers who have sent the words to suit their own goals of global jihad via a horrific wave of terrorism that knows no boundaries. The jihadists top out where all roads of terror lead, and that is the Iranian Islamic regime, who is moments away from obtaining its nuclear ambitions. The reasonable people of the world, the lovers of life, are forced into the impossible situation of negotiating with terrorists and giving evil a seat at the table. With each passing week, we are forced to see the parade of hostages thanking their captors. People who have been held in captive in the most inhumane of conditions are further dehumanized as we are forced to continue to give Hamas the voice and the spectacle they seek. In this moment of crisis, I see the hand of the divine providence at work, both in the rise of global chaos and in the historic return of Donald J. Trump as President of the United States. Against all odds, Trump stands as one of the only U.S. presidents in history to seek a non-consecutive second term. But is this by mere chance? I will argue that the Trump presidency may very well be a message from God and God's plan. From recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital to brokering the Abraham Accords, President Trump has taken action where others have failed. And now, at a time when appeasement is no longer an option, his return could be the final stand against a world spiraling into darkness. My message is very clear. You cannot negotiate with terrorists. Evil must be confronted head on. The Jewish people, Americans, and all who cherish their freedom must unite to reclaim the values and moral clarity that built Western civilization as we know it. This is the wake-up call, and the time is running out. I believe the wake-up call will speak to a wide range of audiences that are of the shared thought that enough is enough, and we all must act as is necessary before we are left saying we could have, we should have, and we wish we did. We are at the very critical nexus of good versus evil. There is no luxury to be complacent. We must unite and we must act to eradicate this evil from our midst. Our future depends on it.